There are so many team players throughout the whole process, and they all play such a crucial part. And if the doctor isn't super clear about how all those pieces come together, you can get off the rails really quickly.
Well, hang on a second. The problem is this crucial player oftentimes is not used.
Bingo.
You got that right.
Yeah. So, I mean, we're huge advocates for getting demographics going early. In my opinion, it's like the cheapest insurance to make sure that...
I gave you that line.
You did?
Well, I did. I'm the one that gave you that line.
Well, 8 years ago, maybe, because I've been using it for a long time.
Yeah, it's been a while.
David, tell us a little bit about you, your company, and what you stand for.
So when I got approached by somebody else in the dental industry that was frustrated with the fact that location is so important to the whole process for any dentist. As a matter of fact, it's probably the most important factor that it's going to determine how successful a practice is. So being a CFO, CPA, I did my research on the industry and realized that there were not any tools out there that were easily accessible to people, that were web-based, that could actually bring the technology down from these massive companies down to the individual person, like a dentist or someone like that could access it affordably, but still have access to the best data and that sort of thing. So we developed RealScore as a web engine to combine all the different aspects that you need to do and bring that down to something that's accessible to the common person, and then also the companies that serve them, like manufacturers and consultants and lenders and that sort of thing.
So let me ask you a question, David. I'm gonna interrupt because I like doing that every so often. So when we talk about like a RealScore, let's actually get into the name and the project that you brought to the industry. Is it almost like a walkability score for people that buy a house or that look, things that are in proximity? It's actually giving a score to the important things around that dentist or that person that buys a house. Am I onto something here?
Yeah, that's a great question because, RealScore, actually the real stands for real estate analysis and location score. Okay. But right now we do reports and consulting, reports on where to locate your practice, demographics, that sort of thing. But the score part, we have an algorithm that we've created that we're probably going to be launching here in the next 6 months or so that does exactly what you said. Exactly like if you go and get a FICO score, something like that kind of gives you an idea of how creditworthy you are. This will do the same thing, where basically any location for any practice type, we can actually provide a snapshot score of whether that location is suitable or not.
Go on, Mike.
To that point, though, like there's going to be a few times that John and I are going to have to put this in layman terms, because here's David with all of his analytical brain, and that's going to be amazing for all of our viewers and dentists and practice owners because they're so analytical. So I could just imagine the conversations that you have with our clients, David. But what I would like to do in this interview is really put it in layman terms, because I'm from Ohio, good or bad. I need.
You're a simpleton. You're a simpleton.
I'm a simpleton.
I live in Ohio. Watch it, John.
Yeah, that's right. Oh shoot, that didn't work. But the way I'm hearing that is that you got big corporate, you got Starbucks, right? Bam, Starbucks. You got Target, you got all of these big corporates, and they're looking at these scores, they're looking at these metrics to make sure that it's going to work for them in their area. And what you're telling me is you've created something for dentists, for that small business, something that's affordable to look at similar numbers like they do. Is that what I'm hearing?
That's exactly right. And to boil it down into layman's terms.
My God, you're so smart.
Man. A little too much product placement this morning, I think, already, right? But to boil it down in layman's terms, okay, if the listeners or viewers of this don't remember anything else from this, remember this. Location is the #1 factor that's going to determine how successful your practice is. Okay, yet it's the most overlooked factor when you're looking at all the different aspects of starting a practice. You get tied up into lending and equipment and operational things, all those sort of things. But then location is kind of like, oh shoot, we need to deal with this. Okay,